I have a lot of questions in my mind, Sonalji, but I want to begin by asking you about, in many ways, a kind of an origin to our culture, particularly in the field of performing arts, that is the Natya Shastra. It is one of the oldest texts on performing arts and is also often referred to as the fifth Veda. What does the Natya Shastra convey about the importance of art and aesthetics, in your view, in the Bharatiya civilization? Could you tell us how, or also broadly, how Indian texts have provided the foundations for various aspects of performing arts in the modern world, from setting a stage to design to lighting, among many other things?
It's quite not funny, but not even strange. But a lot of people find it a little sort of irritating that each time we talk about arts in Bharat, India, and culture, we always have to hark back to some hundreds of thousands of centuries. And in this, our contemporary world, I think ours is the only nation, which can really boast. I would say, why not boast about things which are true and which are unique, can boast about a continuing stream of consciousness. And this consciousness is not only about arts and culture, it's about the philosophy of life, what we call dharma, the cosmic code by which the entire cosmos, the universe, moves, rotates, expands, and lives, and how the atoms dance in space. So the connections are so many, which we find somehow very natural to understand. It is in our genes, it's in our ethos. But it's difficult to explain in so many words how we look at life as a tapestry of interconnected threads, and they all converge to make a beautiful design, which we call life. So life is not only about science, it's not only about astronomy, not only about quantum physics and chemistry and whatever. In fact, quantum physics is something that we understand so easily. it is it is exactly what we talked about when Shunya was invented, and then onwards. Quantum physics is the big word now, the technical term. But for us, it has been always there. And it has helped us to understand so many things in life, which we call mysterious or the mystique of life. And all this, when it is conveyed through beautiful stories, which we call Purana. And our Purana are not just stories as they understand in the West, they call them myth, M-Y-T-H. Now, myth is something like a fairy tale. They are made up. Whereas Puranas are something that is Puratana, something that happened long ago, but they have remained in the collective memory of a people. And so therefore, these are not just stories, but the stories that happened about people, about characters, about situations, about kingdoms, about men and women. And Puranas and Upanishads and the Vedas and the Aranyakas and the Brahmanas and you were talking about texts. It's mind-boggling even to start, because on one original text, say Ramayana, the story of Ram and Sita, there are more than 1,000 commentaries, and there are commentaries on commentaries, and there are poems and prabandhas and natya geets and so many genres from that one text. And that text is historic. It happened in the Treta Yuga, and now the number of millennia is also calculated exactly. But the questions are raised, were there some people like that? Did it happen? Then we show them the proof. What is astronomy, the stars, the planets at that time, the Ramasetu in Sri Lanka, and so many things in India also. So I think that the modern mind finds it very difficult to understand, to comprehend the enormity, the vast canvas of what we call the interlinkages, connections between art, culture, knowledge, philosophy, history, and life of a nation. And this is what makes Bharat very unique. So art and culture, the performing arts have a very special place, have always had a very special place. And we love to quote from the Rig Veda, the oldest text in the world, that some rishi has described the oncoming of dawn, the Usha. Usha appears, comes like a dancer, floating in her pink raiment, in her pink scarf, the clothes, because the early dawn has this pinkish sky, then slowly it opens up and gets orangish before the sun rises. But Usha is imagined, the dawn, as a dancer. And we have these similes everywhere. Isn't it beautiful to think that in our traditions, all the gods and goddesses are dancing and singing. They all hold some instrument or other. The rishis, the seekers, the seers, in meditation, they saw this, and they saw the image of the dancing Shiva. This image of Nataraja is established in CERN, CERN, near Geneva in Switzerland, the headquarters of the atomic energy research. And if you remember Fritz of Capra, the famous physicist, he has put Nataraja on the cover of his book, The Tao of Physics, and has drawn the chart of the energy circles and the energy triangles and the energy maps. So what I'm saying is that what appears to be difficult to understand, to comprehend, comes very naturally to the Indian artist. The Swaras, the Saptaswaras, the 7 notes, they are connected to the 7 Ratnas, the jewels, what shall I say, precious stones, to the 7 colors, to 7 stages of evolution. The 7 Saptaswaras, as simple as that. But then nothing is really simple. Everything is connected. Everything is very deep. But one can go as deep as you want, or not go at all, and just enjoy the visual, the oral, and the emotional. And that is the beauty. It does not make demands on anyone. You want to swim and submerge in the ocean of Ananda and ocean of knowledge, you are welcome. You just want to touch the water, you are welcome. If you just want to sit on the banks and observe, you are welcome. You don't want to see or hear anything, so be it, no problem. And this ease of approach, I think, is also something very unique.
Thank you so much, Sonalji. I think you put the richness, the depth, and the diversity of Indian culture beautifully.
Namaste. We hope you enjoyed this Chitti Media content. Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.